I read news somewhere that at one time you were thinking about writing the screenplay for Liar's Poker. Did anything come of that, or what's?
God, that's funny you saw that. Kind of. Nothing good came of it. What happened? Here's a weird story, and this actually makes its way, I think, into the companion podcast we just did for the Big Short audiobook. One of the people I interviewed for this podcast was Steve Bannon. Mm-hmm. My connection to Steve Bannon, he bought the movie rights to Liar's Poker.
Oh my God! I didn't know he was even in that business.
You did know he was in that business. Where do you think his money came from? Seinfeld. He went from
Steve Bannon was involved with
Steve Bannon went
Seinfeld?
from the Navy to Harvard Business School to Goldman Sachs to Hollywood, and he spent several years out in Hollywood. And he had these partners. Tom Mount was the one I knew. Another guy named Norman Twain. They had a production deal at Warner Brothers. I didn't know Bannon was in that group. I didn't know who he was. Who knew who he was back in 1990? But they bought the movie rights, and I made the mistake of selling them outright rather than an option. So they're actually technically inside of Warner Brothers. Bannon told me, I just found this out like a month ago, that not only did he buy the movie rights, but he was so pissed off by how bad the script was they got out of a very fancy scriptwriter that he went off in a little dark room by himself and wrote a Liar's Poker screenplay himself. Wow. He was obsessed with this.
Did you get to read it?
Well, this is the next thing. I'm going to go see him, and he says he has a copy somewhere. So I want to read it. I want to see what he did. Steve Bannon's Liar's Poker. Is that crazy?
I mean,
it's crazy.